Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Racing PodBlast with me, Tony Mack, and Ben Aiken from Narrow in the Field. We're back for the first episode of 2026. Happy New Year, everybody. You're still saying it, it's not too late. Of the Racing PodBlast, covering 3 races from the Saturday National Hunt action with 2 handicap chases from Cheltenham. And Cheltenham's Trials Day there, of course, and as well as the big handicap of the weekend in the north, the Great Yorkshire Chase from Doncaster. And we'll start with the Cheltenham action. The opening race on Trials Day is the Class 2 Timeform Novices Handicap Chase, due off at 12:05 on Saturday, an early start for us. And welcome along, Ben. All the best for 2026. And can you start us off with the 12:05 at Cheltenham?
Yeah, morning, Tony. The Novices Chase, Cheltenham Trials Day. I suspect plenty of listeners will be well aware that it's a race that's been a rich source of winners. The Cheltenham Festival itself. It's always worth putting some meat on the bone with some stats, though. So I had a bit of a dig about at the Cheltenham Festival since 2013. I looked at horses that ran in this novice chase and then had their next run at the Cheltenham Festival. 43 horses fitted that profile. 9 of them won at the Cheltenham Festival and another 11 placed. It's a 21% win strike rate, 47% win and play strike rate, over 54 points profit. If you look at those runners that had 4 to 7 starts in the last 365 days and started at an SP of 16 to 1 or less in their Cheltenham Festival race, the stats improved to 9 winners and 8 placed from just 25 qualifiers. A 36% win strike rate, 68% win and play strike rate, over 72 points profit. So as far as a race that you want to keep a close eye on with regards to winners in March at the festival, this one is right up there. And I'm going to stick the stats I just mentioned up on my free blog when I fire that back up in a couple of weeks so people can see them. As for who's going to win this race this season, it has been a decent contest on the race trends front. The last 10 winners all passed the following trends. Aged 6, 7 or 8, between 7 and 16 total career starts, between 0 and 3 previous handicap chase starts, running off a break of 25 to 56 days and recorded a top 3 finish last time out. 3 of the field meet those trends this year. Barlow Vento, Push the Button, and Cades Sofre. Probably said that completely wrong, but you know the one I'm on about. Barlovento was a good winner at Kempton last time out on Boxing Day. He posted a career best effort on the figures. I don't think the £4 rise for that win is enough to anchor him. He should still have plenty to play with on handicap in the front. They're aiming for the novice handicap chase at the festival in March with the 7-year-old. So the experience you'll pick up over the fences here, it's going to have him in good shape for that March target. And I think he does look a player in this race, Barlow Vento. I pushed the button. He made a decent start to life over fences. His last 2 starts, a second at Wetherby in November and then a second in a Grade 2 at Ascot last month. Possibly the 2 best pieces of chase form on offer in the field. And 7-year-old does go well under conditions he meets with on Saturday. Trips of 2 mile 5 or less and fields of 9 or less, where he is 4 wins and 2 places from 7 starts. I can see him going well here. Push the button. And Quai de Saint-Fray is the other that meets the trends. He was a good winner over these fences at the Cheltenham November meeting. He backed it up with a solid second at Aintree last time out at the start of December. And he's the one that catches my eye the most in this Quai de Saint-Fray. The 92 5-1 is tempting me in. And what does look, I would say, a competitive sort of race, which it generally is, but I think there's going to be a decent amount of pace at play in this, and Quai de Saint-Fray looks a strong finisher up the hill when winning at the November meeting, and he can hopefully grind down the opposition in the closing stages here. So it's Quai de Saint-Fray for me. Tony, what you got for this novice handicap chase?
Yeah, good show. Well, actually, I've got two different ones for everyone here. A stablemate of Quai de Francais is Jordan's Cross. It looks a solid win candidate from the top of the market, around the top of the market. I think he's about 5-1 at the moment. Just let me check. He's 4-1 at the minute. Trained by Anthony Honeyball. He's progressive over fences. He comes here off a tidy success where he travelled smoothly and found plenty late on. Mark in the mid 130 still leaves upside, and Sam Twiston-Davis riding him with real confidence this winter as well. I do like that, and he's riding with confidence, and he takes a ride for the first time on this horse, who won by a nose, but it was under. He had everything in hand, actually, did Rex Dingle on Jordan's Cross last time we saw him. He did have a hiccup at Cheltenham last time he was seen here, behind Cadet Saint-Frey. He was prominent 2 out, and he was challenging when falling at the last. So Jordan's Cross for me there to overturn the form, and each way selection would be Scorsese. Interesting at bigger odds from a workable mark. His chasing has really clicked. Form figures reading 1-8, fell 2-1, and he shapes as though this test will suit ideally. He's winning easily up in the north for trainer Neil Mulholland, but when he's brought south, he leaves a little bit to be desired. So hopefully he can get it right. Obviously, he's confident as Neil Mulholland, so he keeps bringing him south. A lightweight, improving jumping, improving resolution. In a finish, all make him very fair each way. Play Scorsese each way in that 12.05. I think he's around 16-1 at the minute, Ben. So 16-1 shot there. Certainly want to keep an eye on there for Conor O'Farrell in the saddle for Neil Mulholland. Scorsese distance winner for me each way there. And 1:15 at Cheltenham is the Betfair Exchange Handicap Chase. It's Class 1 Premier Handicap. Over 2 miles, 4.5 furlongs. Ben, what do you fancy for the 1:15 at Cheltenham?
Yeah, another race that shows up strongly on the race trends front. The last 10 winners, the race all passing the following. At age 6, 7 or 8, 2 or 3 starts in the last 90 days, 19 or less total career starts, and 15 or less chase starts to meet those trends this year. Doncaster and Javert Allen. I'd also triple trade. I like the sound of that, Tony. I'd also pull triple trade onto my shortlist. Javert Allen, still relatively exposed as a 7-year-old. This only his 11th career start, only his 7th at chase. This is also his first try over further than 2 mile 1 furlong, so he's completely unexposed over the mid-distance trip. His running style is also a positive here. There's a chance that the 7-year-old gets a solo lead out front in this. 9 of the last 10 winners of this handicap have front run or sat close to the pace. And front runners and handicaps at Cheltenham over this trip on similar ground and in similar size fields do show up extremely well. So Javert Allen's running style is a big positive here, along with his unexposed profile. He's a very interesting player in this, I think. Javert Allen. Doncaster, another that will be close enough to the pace. He's run well on his 2 previous visits to Cheltenham, finishing 2nd and 3rd in 2 handicap hurdles back in 2023. And he does go well on very undulating tracks in fields of 12 or less. 4 wins and 5 places from 10 starts, which are 4 of his 5 career wins. And Doncaster does look a little overpriced at around 12-1. And Triple Trade, the other that catches my eye. He's been in excellent form this season with 2 wins and a 3rd from his 3 starts. He does look to have his prime conditions to shoot for here. Handicaps with 11 or less runners, a mark of 135 or less, not wearing headgear or a tongue tie, and Brendan Powell riding. Under those conditions, Triple Trade is 7 wins and 4 places from 13 starts. Those are all 7 of his career wins. Ground, I think, should be fine. He has won on all sort of ground conditions. I'm not sure what it's going to be like on Saturday, but they're saying soft. And I'm happy to throw a dart at 2 of those 3 with Javert Allen at 7-1, 8-1 sort of price, and Triple Trade, who is So yeah, drifted a bit since I did this. He's up at 16-1 now, which I think is pretty big. Or it's worth having a crack at 16-1. So Javier Allen, 7-1, 8-1, and Triple Trade at around 16-1. That's the two I want to be on. Tony, what you got for this one?
Yeah, but I covered this on TalkSport during the week as well, and put up Javier Allen and Donnacha as well, mate. And nice. Donnacha was 16-1 early on, late Wednesday afternoon, early Thursday. So hopefully, fingers crossed, some listeners have got on there already. The longer running at Cheltenham rewards strong travellers, as you said, with crisp, low jumping. And being within striking distance, turning in is a clear plus. You've got the likes of Uncle Bert there, Prairie Wolf and Hurricane Bale be on the front end, and Donnacha also is one that needs to be on the front end as well. And bold leaders can last if they make the last two on a stride, but often the winner is produced between two out and the last, and hopefully Donnacha will be one of those. And across the trends that I've done at this trip, Jaguar and Booster Bob come out with Javier Allen as well there. So quick word on Jaguar and Booster Bob. Jaguar's already a course and distance winner and arrives on a sharp upward curve. Form figures of 1-1, 3-1-1 and 3 over fences. He jumps accurately, he travels strongly, and has shown he can handle big feet handicaps as well. He's officially rated 149. Demands more here, but his profile screams graded level chaser in the making, and he should go very close. And Booster Bob can also go well. He's taken really well to fences, improving with each run and winning his last two in tidy fashion. He stays 2 mile 4 furlongs strongly and finds off the bridle and looks to have more in hand than his current mark of 141. But I'll be leaving those two. Javier Allen, as Ben's already said, lightly raced, open to more improvement over fences, already shown a neat, accurate jumping style and a good attitude, finishing second last time in a competitive contest off 128. He gets weight from the classier types and should be staying on when others have cried enough. And Donnacha was 16s, obviously being backed into 12s, as you said there, Ben. I had to go and check. I went, he's gone into 12s. He arrives a solid, battle-hardened handicapper with figures good figures to show for it. I won't go through the figures. Shapes as if this sort of trip, strongly run 2 mile 4.5 furlong will suit ideally, and he travels kindly, jumps well enough to hold a position, and is nicely treated with just 10 stone 8 on his back. If he handles the hill, he looks like a live each way player. Donnacha and Javier Allen there in that 115, and on to over to Donny now. 205 at Doncaster, the Great Yorkshire Chase, Class 1 Premier Handicap over 3 miles. Ben, what do you fancy in the Great Yorkshire Chase? It looks a good race, this, by the way.
Does, yeah. I got it down to 4. Doc Picked Me, Dartmoor Pirate, New Order, and Kelsey. Doc Picked Me won last year's renewal, possibly a fortunate winner. Last fence faller leaving clear, but these are his conditions. It's 3 wins and a second from 5 runs at Doncaster. That includes 2 wins and a second over this 3 mile chase trip. It's 4 from 4 in the January to February period, and 7 of his 8 wins have come on his second, third, and 4th starts in a season. This is Doc Picked Me's 4th start of this season. I'm no surprise at all to see Doc Picked Me run another big race under these conditions at one of his favourite tracks, possibly his favourite track. Dartmoor Pirate, he comes here as an unexposed chaser. This is only his 4th run over fences. He was a wide margin winner at Lingfield last time out, over 2 miles 6. And the £7 rise for that win, it probably still has him on a mark below the ceiling of his abilities. I think it does anyway. And Dartmoor Pirate is high in my thoughts for this one as well. He's a gg's.co.uk horse. Yes, he is. So fingers crossed for those guys. Matt, I believe Matt Basongo said if he wins the Great Yorkshire Chase, he'll give free access to GG's for a year. He didn't say that. That's a joke. If Matt's listening, you didn't say that. But no, I hope he runs a massive race. And New Order looks one of the likely pace angles in this race, which is no bad thing. 5 last 10 renewals of this Race has been won by a horse sitting right up on the front end, and New Order does also go well under these conditions. Handicap chases with 10 or less runners, a break of 45 days or less, where he is 3 wins and 2 places from 6 starts. A New Order is another that catches my eye, and Kelsey is the other that's on my shortlist. He should also be up or very near the early pace. Trips a 3 mile to 3 mile 1 week, bang ideal for him. He's got form of 2 wins and 3 places from 5 starts over those trips. This race is over 3 miles, so it's an ideal trip for him. Untested past Class C level, so he is taking a bit of a leap in class here, up into a Class 1. More of a unknown rather than a negative, though. And Kelsey, that's how I'm saying it, could be a lively outsider in this, and I'm happy to play 2 of the 4 on my shortlist, that 2 being New Order, 12-1, around 12-1, and Dartmoor Pirate at around 9-1, 10-1. So New Order, Dartmoor Pirate for me. Tony, Great Yorkshire Chase, what you got?
Well, you haven't done my 2, which was Doc Pick Me and Kelsey, which I'm going nice. For. That was quite good, and
that worked out well.
Yeah, it has worked out quite well, mate. I've he in the pace of the race and how it's the overview. Doc Pick Me was in there with New Order, Josh the Boss, Kelsey, Doc Pick Me, and Grand Jest. As well, with they like to be ridden handily and stalking, and a position turning in is a clear plus. And the ball leaders can last, but you need to be just in behind, racing prominently here. Doc Pick Me picked up there, and as well, and he also scored well on the trends for me as well. And also notable trainers with past winners here. We've got, of course, Doc Pick Me won the race 12 months ago for Richard Hobson. Got Grand Geste for Sue Smith, who's had a winner here in the last 8 years, and also Josh the Boss for Nigel Twiston-Davis, who also trained a winner of this race in the last 8 years. And Deep Cave and Grand Geste, I think, for those who like a bet from the top of the market, are clear of the rest. But I'm going each way again here, Ben. Doc Pick Me, already a course and distance winner, and ball jumping, front running style is well suited to Doncaster's long straights. Up in the weights after that cosy success, after his last cosy success, but he thrives on rhythm and pressure, and if he gets into an early groove, another big run looks possible at a big price, at currently around 9-1. And Kelsey, 16-1. I'm not quite sure if he's still 16-1. I haven't checked him recently.
16.
Is he 16 still? Yeah, for 16, Neil Mulholland. Yeah. That's 2 Neil Mulholland ones I've gone for today. And best of luck to Matt Bisogno and his syndicates there, gg's.co.uk for Dartmoor Pirate. But unfortunately, Ben, for Matt, I'm going for Kelsey, who's been knocking on the door in staying handicaps, mixing solid placed efforts with the odd blip, which is allowed here and there in this game. A patient ride of this sort of mark should see him creep into things late on, hopefully. Lightly weighted, proven at 3 miles, and with cheek pieces retained, has a definite each-way chance here in this race. The Great Yorkshire Chase at around 16-1. Kelsey and Doc Pick Me for that. Is that it, Ben? Did you have anything else to say about the Cheltenham Festival?
Not in the slightest.
Not just that first race, yeah?
Just that's me. Oh yeah, no, just that. Just the trends in that first race, mate. No. Yeah. Nothing else from me. Yeah, no, we'll keep an eye on that. No, that's some good facts and figures there. Some good angles there from that first race. That 12 at Cheltenham, worth keeping an eye on. Many thanks for listening to the latest edition of the Racing PodBlast, and the very best of luck with your bets at both Cheltenham and Doncaster. We'll see you all again soon in the next episode of the Racing PodBlast. Thank you very much, Ben. Cheers, Tony.
Cheers now. See you, everybody.